out prospecting again today. It's actually close to the end of the day, about 4 o'clock, getting dark, and we noticed a lot of samples along here that had minor amounts of pyrite and chalcopyrite found as disseminations in the rock, and we're finding a ton of oxidized samples all over the place. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick look and see if we can find anything. There's an outcrop up here, more outcrop over there, so we're going to take a few samples and see if we find anything that's decent enough to send in. We'll show you anything we find. First one right here, hammered open. You have a couple hunks of pyrite mineralization, and then you have pyrite found as disseminations throughout the rock. Nothing crazy, but we're going to keep looking. There you have bedrock. Alright, so we have a overturned stump here. You can see there's a lot of rock. Definitely a good spot to look after windstorms. Heavy rain exposes a lot of your subcrop. Above we have an outcrop there. We'll see if there's anything on that. Nice hunk of quartz. Doesn't look like there's any mineral on it. So we have a little bit more pyrite and chalcopyrite here, nothing substantial. So we got a pretty extensive outcrop here. What we've been finding from chipping away at it is there's lots of pyrite and chalcopyrite found as disseminations. We have found one grab sample below this outcrop, which has some solid mineral in it, so we're going to send that in. It's getting kind of dark out, so we're going to head out, and we'll have to come back here in the future, pending on the results from the assay. Alright, 4:30 in the afternoon. It's dark, but we're gonna finish our sampling here. We noticed two showings on the way back of mineral with disseminations, pyrite, chalcopyrite amongst your host rock, and then there's a couple small little stringer veins with sulphides as well. Lots of pyrite. 100 meters down the road there's another sample which we're going to take off another outcrop. Alright, so we're going to sample from up here. like that, but I don't want it to fall on me. Alright, we'll pull a sample off here, down below. So, got a couple samples here. One from up above. I'll just show you one of them. The best one. We'll probably send this one in. So you can see hordes of pyrite and chalcopyrite. Let me break it open a bit more. So you have your pyrites right there, chalcopyrite right there. Looks like there's a little bit of quartz and sphalerite in there as well. Alright, so what you have here is similar to the video we posted about a month ago. We got like 6 or 7 ounces per ton, and I think it was 198 grams per ton of gold. So this is in the same area, same kind of rock here, and we have the similar deposits. So this is a lot smaller, but we found nice little blebs of sulphides here, and we're not going to pan this one out. We're just going to take a small sample. We're going to send this in. We can tell by looking at it this isn't very extensive, but we want to see in case it opens up a little farther back. And we're going to take a sample here, and then we're going to take a sample to the right of me as well. So you can see you have your sulphides there, and it's found its disseminations throughout your schistose rock, and then there's a little bit of quartz in there. So this stuff is not a solid vein, it's more in quartz than the other stuff, but it's a little more intact vein wise, less deteriorated. So we're going to pull a sample from this across the vein, and then we'll sample the other place. Looks like a little bit more sulphides when you hammer into it. So there's your material. That's probably good enough for a sample. Usually when we send samples in like this, they don't test the whole thing, but you send in enough in case they have to retest if the first sample fails. So I think they test about 15 or 25 grams of this material when they're doing a fire safe for gold. Alright, let's move on to the next one. A little bit of malachite staining in there. Alright, so this is the area we're after over here. Alright, so there's no discerning vein here, but your host rock here has mineral found as disseminations. It's all throughout this rock here. You can see there's sulphides there, and there's a giant leaping cricket. Hopefully it doesn't jump on me. So we're going to sample, take a chip sample from here, and we'll pull some material from down in here as well maybe, and just send that in. Another quartz here with pyrite mineralization right here. Alright, so I think we got our sample here, and we're good to go. So we'll post the assay results at the end of the video. We got to get out of here because it's getting cold. Hope you enjoyed the short video. Stay tuned for the assay results after this.